Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Classroom, where we spend my time getting into our teachers' lives. I'm your host, Addie Vaughn, and today we're here with Miss Tomlin. We're going to spend the next couple of minutes talking with Miss Tomlin to get to know a little bit more about her and what she does when she's not in session. Hang with us as we teach you a little more about who teaches us. Now, it's time to welcome our special guest, Miss Tomlin, to Beyond the Classroom. Thank you so much for coming today, Miss Tomlin.
Thank you for having me.
First, let's jump right in. How did you get to teaching? Where did you go to school? Why did you pick there?
Well, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I really didn't have an interest totally in English in high school until like my senior year, where I had a teacher that just influenced me so much within the culture of literature as well as writing. And I thought when I went into college, I went to Duquesne University, and I went in as a pre-law student. And then I thought about it and added English and history to my curriculum. So I graduated Duquesne with a master's degree in history and English. I then went to law school, discovered lawyer. I think I just want to go back and teach. So I did, and I've been doing it, and now it's 32 years later.
Wow, that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
What are some hobbies or interests you enjoy outside of school?
I'm a big traveler. I've traveled to probably 42 different countries. We started a lot of mission trips with my dad. My dad is a pastor. So we've gone to many countries, delivering school supplies, planning missionaries. And now I just bring a lot of the culture back to the kids in my classroom, because there's nothing like something in history that you have seen personally in order to understand the culture and bring back to share with other people and try to get them to understand culture and difference so that our communities can, move further in humanity.
Was there any specific place you enjoyed the most when you were going on missionaries?
Yeah, we were in South Africa, and we were in Nigeria. Nigeria is home of probably the nicest people in the world. Yeah. They are so appreciative when you come in. It's a beautiful, beautiful country. Other than that, there's just so many. Greece, of course, is on my charts of being the fave. I go there a lot when I'm away, and I don't feel like planning something huge. I'll just go back to my plan to go back to Greece.
I know you were talking about that you went to Duquesne. How did you end up at Stonebridge? And if you didn't go to Stonebridge, where do you think you would be now?
Oh, when I graduated, I decided when I went into teaching, I was in Virginia Beach. So I started teaching there. And then I have family in Pittsburgh, and the drive was like about 11 hours. So with traffic or who knows on the turnpike. So we moved from Williamsburg area up here to Winchester area. I honestly had no clue that Loudoun County Public Schools even existed until a year after I moved here. And then I moved over here, this side of the mountain.
Would you say that you have a favorite class aside from English, or if English is just your all-time favorite?
English is my all-time favorite, but history is as well. But being an English teacher and teaching literature, you have to really know knowledge of history to really have the kids understand and try to get a full perspective of what is going on within the imagery and stuff that the authors are showing.
Yeah, I know you were talking about that you originally went into law school aside from teaching. Is there a reason that you wanted to go into law school?
Yeah, my whole life I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to defend people. I wanted to try to make the world just a little bit better of a place. Yeah. But when you get into law, you sometimes don't have the choice of who you're defending if you're working for a firm or something. And there was an instance where a child predator got off free. Yeah. And I just could not deal with that morally. So it was just something that God was speaking into my heart that I needed to be teaching children.
I know that you were talking about that you switched majors from law to English. When you first switched your majors, did you have any particular struggles with coming into the English major, or just going from the lawyer idea to becoming a teacher?
No, it actually was pretty seamless. A lot of the pre-law curriculum is history and law. as well as English. So a lot of writing. I'm very good at writing. I'm very good at grammar. I wasn't always in high school. I took time. I took my time. But, as long as before I got into the classroom, I was already ready to go.
Yeah. And as college is coming up for a lot of people, like our seniors and our juniors, do you have any specific advice for those people when it comes to applying to colleges, or how you even got into your school?
Yes, I tell them. I teach seniors now. Mm-hmm. So we go through a lot of the struggles. We went through the college essays, and now we're patiently waiting for a lot of the in-state colleges to send out who got accepted. But yeah, I talk to them all the time about student loans, scholarships, everybody is going to have to go forward, and not everybody's parent can pay for everything. And the world right now is telling everyone, be scared of student loans, be scared of student loans.
Yeah.
You can't be scared of student loans. You take a loan out on your house. You take a loan out on your car. Why can't you take a loan out on yourself? And a lot of times now, a lot of people are relieving your student loans because of the burden on them and as an employee. So I had $90,000 worth of student loans, and they were all paid off.
Wow.
I did not pay them at all.
Who paid them?
God.
Yeah.
I went into church. I prayed about it. Come back. I don't know. A lot of people say it was Biden, but it did work. I honestly, faithfully prayed about it. Yeah. And there was an avenue that I could apply for in the Biden administration. So I applied for it. They relieved my student loans.
I know you were talking about, kind of going back, I know you were talking about the missionaries you were growing up with as a child. Is there any specific programs, maybe even clubs or activities students should check out that you would recommend, or something that you did growing up that you really liked?
I would suggest, I know we're on a school platform, but you want to mix yourself with somebody who's going to be uplifting you. So I would say anything here at school. The clubs are amazing. We do have the Christian Athletes meet on, is that Thursday? FCA. Yeah. So I know a lot of kids are in that program. Yeah. That's a solid program. Peer, sources of strength, just have anybody reach out to someone in those programs. Yeah. Or approach a teacher. And ask to see what maybe their opinion of maybe different clubs are for the students. Yeah,
I know Miss Berry teaches the Sources of Strength.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's great. Kind of just letting us wrap up a little bit here. What's something you think students might not expect to know about you, or you think that's important for them to learn, or how you're perceived?
Well, I'm half Native American, which means my biological father is in Mesa, Arizona. Our family was from Oklahoma and was moved, of course, in history. But my father and his grandfather and my great-grandfather, they actually, they left Oklahoma. That means my mom and I and my brother were left in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So my mom worked 2 jobs. We lived off government income. I knew, and my mom always instilled that I could do better and same. So I did. I got myself out of there. And this is a good thing, I think, why God put me through all of that, because I can relate to where I was going to be placed for missions, and I can relate to the poverty-stricken in a really rich world. And it makes a great connection with people when you have humility and you actually talk about it, that you didn't just come from wealth. I struggled to get here, and I paid everything myself. And I just had credit for my strength through God.
Wow. Is there any other little details that I don't even know about you yet?
I don't know. I know that I garden a lot. I grow my own plants. Fun. I used to have a greenhouse, but now it's in my basement. And a thing, but it looks good. But I do. I raise my own plants a lot.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific favorite plant? Or?
Lilies.
Oh, love
Yes, I do too.
Lilies are so cool.
I know.
But yeah, that concludes our podcast. Thank you so much, Ms. Tomlin. Thanks for taking the time to share your story and give us a look beyond the classroom. Thank you to everyone listening to Beyond the Class, where we get to know the people behind the lessons. Next time on Beyond the Class, I'll be talking with another teacher, where we'll discuss a little bit about their class and their life outside of teaching. Thanks for listening to Beyond the Class. I'm your host, Addie Vaughn, and we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow the SBHS podcast and share it with a friend. Thanks so much, Ms. Tomlin.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.